So I want to share with you the process that you can follow to register as a professional engineer in 2026 with the Engineers Board of Kenya. So if you're watching this, you've probably done your reports already and you just want now to complete the process. So I want to break this down for you by the end of this video into something like a checklist that you can follow. Okay. So once you complete your report, you've checked them, everything is okay, everything is in order. You've gone to your supervisor, they've reviewed it, or you've used whatever platform or whatever mentor, if you have a mentor, to review your report, and you're satisfied, and now you're ready to submit. Then this is a checklist of what you need to follow to ensure that your report is ready for EBK without any problems. The first thing is the application form. So you need to go to the Engineers Board of Kenya's website, download the application form, and fill it. What I need to tell you about this application form, it's just your information. It's like you're almost repeating yourself, by the way, but there's a place where you need to add 3 referees. These referees will be contacted, and you can only be called for interview once 2 of them have responded, at least 2. So ensure you have 3 referees ready, and one of them has to be your supervisor. Once you have your application form filled, there's a application fee, actually 10,000 shillings. So you need to pay this through eCitizen. This was so confusing for me to navigate. I think it's the first time making payment using eCitizen to the Engineers Board. It wasn't as straightforward, and I was thinking to myself, there is nothing that should be as straightforward as payment of money. So I have also tried to help anyone who is going through this process navigate this in that video. So once you pay this 10,000 shillings, then now you're ready for the next steps. You need to find your supervisor next. Find your supervisor to sign and stamp your report. So starting with the certification part, there is the declaration. I'm assuming at this point you know you're using EBK templates. There is the declaration, and then there is the certification, which is supposed to be done by your supervisor. So you need to get your supervisor signing the certification part of your report. So they need to sign, put their information, and stamp it. Then they need to, put the initials or sign, whichever, on every single page of your document. And then they need to stamp every single page of your drawing. Some people say they need to initialize and say, I confirm this drawing was done by so and so. I did not do that. I was worried about it, but my supervisor was like, you know what, a stamp is more important than me writing, I confirm that these drawings were done by this and this person. So he just stamped and it worked out. So once all your documents you have the initials, you have the stamps where they are needed, you have the signatures, then you're ready for the next step. And this one, I didn't think about it myself because I was doing everything. I came to think about it later because I printed out first, then I stamped. So it gave my supervisor a lot of work to do that, very many copies. So this way, it will ensure that you're not giving a supervisor a lot of work. Then you're ready for the next step. So after all the stamping and signing, you need to print out 4 copies of part 1 and part 2 reports. And I'm going to tell you why 4 in a bit. But if you are like me and you've already printed out the reports in 4 copies, then you're just gonna have to, find good time to have your supervisor, stamp, initialize, and sign all the 4 copies. But then once you print out the 4 copies, the 4 copies are for three. You will be having three interviewers in the EBK panel once you're called for the oral exams. And I talk about this in that video. You'll be having three interviewers, so three are for each of the three interviewers. One is yours. So you'll be coming with your own report, copies of your own reports, and also others for the other three interviewers. So print out 4 copies of your report. This is optional. You can decide to pay your examination fee at this point or not. But what you need to have is all your arrears cleared. So if you have not paid your subscription, you need to be in good standing before you submit your application. So make all payments that you need to make. The examination fee is 15,000. You can pay it at this time, or you can pay it once you're called for the interview. So at this point, you have all the documents you need for the Engineers Board of Kenya. You just need to put them together, and also with the application, you need to submit certified copies of your documents, your ID, your graduate engineer, ABK, all the requirements. The EBK portal lines up all the documents that you need to accompany your submission. And I have listed all of them. In that video as well. So once you have all these documents together, then you're ready to submit your document at the Engineers Board of Kenya. I wish you all the best with the submission. Cheers.